to my kitchen. Through this series of videos, I'm going to show you how to create really delicious restaurant quality meals for yourself, your family, and your friends. And today I wanted to get started with an email that I received just a couple days ago from Elizabeth in Dallas, Texas. And she wrote, "Dear Scott, I'm really enjoying the recipes you've shared with us, especially the banana pudding. It's delicious." And it is. During the summer months, my family entertains a lot in our backyard with grilled foods. However, we seem to be caught in a rut with only making hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, and chicken. Do you have any suggestions on something new we could try this summer? Thanks so much and keep up the good work, Elizabeth. Well, actually, Elizabeth and the rest of you out there, I do have a really great recipe for Cedar Grilled Salmon. And what that requires is a nice piece of salmon. You can get one, just the portions you need. This is going to serve about 8 people. It's almost a whole side of salmon. And then a product that I use a lot for grilled foods, it's called potlatch seasoning. And you get this at Williams-Sonoma. Also a little bit of salt and pepper just to season the fish before we put on the potlatch seasoning. And one other thing you'll need for this is some cedar planks. And you can buy these at cooking supply stores, Williams-Sonoma, Sur La Table, Bed Bath & Beyond, they all have them. And a container that's going to be large enough that these will fit down into, because we're going to have to submerge these in water for, they say 30 minutes to 4 hours. I go to the 4-hour end of it. So let's head out to the grill. We'll get these in the water. Okay, so one other note I wanted to make about the cedar is make sure you're buying this at a place where you know that it's not treated with chemicals. Don't just head off to your local hardware store, buy cedar, unless you know for sure that it is not treated with any sort of a chemical. Alright, so I had these in my container. I grabbed a paperweight from indoors that's going to hold these down when I fill it with water. Get some water in here, make sure they're completely submerged. Now we're going to let these sit for about 4 hours. And then we'll be ready to grill the salmon. In the meantime, I have the salmon in the refrigerator staying ice cold. Okay, so to go along with the grilled salmon, what we're going to be serving is a really nice green salad with tomatoes and a honey mustard dressing. So let me show you what we're going to need to get together for the dressing. It's going to be 1 cup of sour cream, half a cup of real mayonnaise, half a cup of mustard, this is Dijon, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, freshly squeezed if available, half a cup of honey, salt and pepper to taste. You'll need a whisk and a bowl to get these ingredients together in. We're going to take the sour cream, the mayonnaise, the mustard, the lemon juice. Okay, to those ingredients, we're going to add half a cup of honey. Get all that in there. And y'all, this is really good stuff. Alright, a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to taste. And one thing you can add to this to vary the recipe just a little bit is Tabasco sauce or cayenne pepper if you wanted a spicy dip, especially if you were going to serve this with like chicken fingers or something like that. So we're going to get all those ingredients into the bowl. Okay, so I'm just going to incorporate all these ingredients with the whisk, cover it up with some saran wrap, put it in the refrigerator, let it stay really cold, and when the salmon's done, the salad dressing will be done and we'll be ready to eat. It's been just about 4 hours, so I know my wood planks are just about done. So I'm going to go ahead and season up the salmon that we had earlier. Remember, that was 1 big piece that I've actually ended up cutting into 2, 4, 6 pieces. 6 to 8 ounces a piece would be a generous portion, a nice size portion for the presentation that we're going to do. So what I want to do first is take just a little bit of good olive oil and drizzle just a little bit on top, and this is extra virgin olive oil. And then we're going to put some salt and pepper. And the salt is something that we want to add just before we're about to cook it, because we don't want to pull out too much moisture out of the fish. Another note on the salmon, when you go to your store to buy it, make sure that you're buying really fresh salmon, something that doesn't have any odor to it. Any odor that it would have would be a seawater type odor or smell. So the potlatch seasoning, we're just going to sprinkle that on generously on top of these pieces of fish. And as I mentioned earlier, you could make this yourself, and I'm generally a proponent of making things like this yourself, but it's such a good product that I buy it and use it. You just want to make sure that it's fresh. And it's usually marked on the package when it was made or packaged, so make sure you check that. Alright, so we're getting a generous amount of the potlatch onto the salmon. And that's probably about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons per fillet. I'm just going to kind of pat that on just a little bit. The olive oil will help it to stick. Alright, and we're going to head out to the grill. So the planks have been in the water for just about 4 hours. I'm going to get those out and put those onto a hot grill. I have this heated to about 450 degrees. I'm going to put those right in the center. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort of season them just a little bit. So I'm going to do them 2 minutes on this side, turn them over, and then do the other side for 2 minutes, turn them back over, and then we'll be able to put the fish on. So 2 minutes is up. We're going to take these, flip them over. Cedar is a hardwood, so it's not going to burn that much, especially since we've soaked it so much. And it will turn a little bit black. That's not a problem. And also, you can reuse these. If they get a little charred and blackened, that's just fine when you get done. Take them off the grill, set them aside to cool, put them away. Next time you're ready, soak them again, reuse them. All right, so we'll leave these for 2 minutes. All right, so another 2 minutes has passed. We're going to take these, flip them back over, just so you've gotten both sides seasoned. It'll really help to release the flavor that you're going to get from the cedar. All right, I've got my salmon right here, nicely seasoned, ready to go on. I'm going to try to get 3 of these on each plank. And again, the grill's at about 400 to 450 degrees. We're going to get these onto the planks. I'm going to close the lid and we're going to leave them to cook for 8 to 10 minutes. Don't lift the lid. It'll be fine. Check it in 8 minutes. It's been just about 8 minutes. The fish is looking really nice. You just want it to be able to check it. You just want to see that it's flaking just slightly. It is an oily fish, so it's going to stay together. You don't want to overcook salmon. That's one thing that you don't want to do. Alright, so I'm going to get this off with my spatula onto our platters. Last piece off. Turn my grill off. I'm just going to leave the lid open, let the planks sit here and cool off while I take these inside and get them plated up. Okay, so I've got a nice bed of greens down, some chopped tomatoes, which are really fresh at the store, so I got those. I'm going to take one piece of the fish, just lay that on each of the plates. And then our honey mustard dressing is nice. I took it out about 5 minutes ago out of the refrigerator, just so it could come to a nice creamy consistency. I'm going to drizzle that over, just over the salad portion a little bit, and just a little bit over the fish. Finish it off. All I'm going to do is put some nice fresh ground pepper over it, and I'm going to give this a taste. I cannot wait. It's really good. The cedar gives it a really great flavor, and I really think you're going to enjoy it as an alternative to other summertime grilled foods such as steak, hamburgers, hot dogs, brats. So Elizabeth, enjoy. Everyone else, enjoy this recipe. And as always, feel free to email me at Scott, S-C-O-T-T, in Denver, that's I-N Denver, at msn.com. Let me know what you think about the show. And also, like Elizabeth did, let me know if you want to see a certain recipe provided. I'll be happy to do it. All right, take care. See you soon.